Protecting players in what some call a dangerous game. I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Tisha Powell. Contact is inevitable in football, but collisions can take a major toll on the body. A doctor we spoke with says she sees collision-related injuries such as concussions in every sport, but she sees them most frequently in football.
When it comes to protective gear in sports, there are going to be injuries. How do we prevent them from being severe? How do we prevent them from being life-threatening or life-altering?
In an attempt to increase protection during impact, in 2010, Guardian Sports created a soft shell helmet called a Guardian Cap.
The theory behind a helmet in football is almost like the same theory of wearing your seatbelt when you're in the car. It's an extra layer of protection to hopefully prevent us from developing severe injury when we do suffer a collision or trauma.
More than a decade later, they are required for most players in NFL practices, and you can even find them in games.
But while professionals get this extra layer of protection, parents question why their kids can't.
Our investigation uncovered in Louisiana the decision about whether or not young players can wear Guardian caps in games is left up to equipment manufacturers.
Reporter Rob Krieger explains why and what can be done to get more pads on high school students.
It starts with each play.
Under the lights, on a crisp fall evening, the Willow Lions prepare for one of their biggest rivalries.
We out here to hunt. You ain't either the predator or the prey.
Taking on the Benjamin Franklin Falcons. For Jake Guichet, the Lions quarterback, this matchup is about more than bragging rights.
I mean, it feels great just to be out here with my guys, really just like having fun, one last ride.
Though Guichet may have a few more rides in him, already receiving offers to play in college.
I'm very excited. I know like my parents are thrilled about him.
The high school senior has a keen awareness. The same risk that's unfolding a potential future in the game could also crumble his prospects. It's why he's willing to wear a Guardian cap, a soft cover that goes over the helmet.
Any little thing can help in this game for sure.
Already in the NFL, Guardian caps are mandatory for nearly every player in practice, and some even wear the cap branded with logos on the field during games. It's a device the NFL's chief medical officer, Dr. Alan Sills, calls an unqualified success, claiming during a media briefing that the caps have driven a significant reduction of concussions in practices, approximately 50% over the last two preseasons.
For them to see the value in it and be willing to share that has been huge for us. That's a huge stamp of validation.
Erin Hansen is the CEO of Guardian Sports. In 2010, she and her husband released the Guardian cap, initially in a bid to provide additional protection to the youngest players.
The average high school lineman can take up to 1,000 hits to the head in a 3-month season.
Hansen says Guardian cap isn't a total solution to concussions. However, she believes it can reduce the toll of repetitive hits.
We believe that the beauty of a Guardian cap, everyone wants to talk about that one big hit, that one big concussion. It's not that. It's the accumulation of all of those non-concussive hits over a player's career.
That's exactly why Coach J.J. Smith, head coach of the Lions, was thrilled when his team received a gift of 70 Guardian caps.
Just another layer of security. Seems like it doesn't hurt, just to lessen the impact.
But according to the LHSAA, the organization that regulates high school sports in Louisiana, Willow's extra layer is only okay to wear if the manufacturer of their helmets approves the device.
We told them by rule, meaning by the recommendation from the NFHS, to contact their vendor. And if the vendor says what? No, we're not going to take responsibility or liability for them. You're on your own to use them.
In a phone call with Eddie Bonine, the executive director of the LHSAA, he explains his organization is simply following the National Federation of State High School Associations, or NFHS's guidelines. However, a letter the NFHS Rules Review Committee chair sent to the makers of Guardian caps tells a different story.